Hey there, my friends, and welcome to Hughes from the Heart, the Lite edition. What do I mean by the Lite edition? It means that this is kind of an abbreviated version of what I do on my full version on Patreon, Hughes from the Heart. It's a daily podcast I do focusing on all things positive. We're live, by the way, as I produce this. And I'll check in the chat in a moment and see if anybody wants to pop on and say hello. But I'm in my mobile studio right now presenting this to you. But my podcasts focus on health and wellness, mindfulness, minimalism, meditation, the law of attraction, all things positive, the power of the subconscious mind, self-empowerment topics of all sorts, and also good news in the news, stuff that gets relegated and delegated to the back page for some reason, but stories of good people doing good things in a good world. And today's podcast, our brief little time together here to kind of wet your whistle and get you excited for the full version, is my take on thoughts becoming things. There's not one single solitary thing that you can look around and see that wasn't a thought first. Whether it's a tree or a river, that was presumably the thought of our Creator, if you want to believe in our Creator. I do, personally, but I never shove that on you. Or the automobile that you're driving to and from places today, or the desk that you are doing your assignments on, or the kitchen where you made your breakfast today. All these things were thoughts first. There's no dining room set that came about just poof and it came into existence. Someone had to design it. Someone had to see it in their head first. They had to see whether it was made out of metal or wood, whether it was made for 8 people or 2 people. All of these things were thoughts first before they came into the physical material plane. And once you realize that everything begins as a thought, you understand and start realizing the importance of our thoughts and the quality of our thoughts, right? If everything becomes a thought, which is true. I'm not making that up. It's not a theory. It's a fact. I mean, point to me one thing in the material plane and on the spiritual plane that was not a thought first. You can't point to anything. Everything was a thought. The stop sign was a thought. The pencil you write with was a thought. The material in your tooth filling was a thought. I mean, the clothes you're wearing, somebody dreamt up first. So once you realize and accept that everything begins as a thought, you realize the power of your thoughts. And since we have tens of thousands of thoughts every day, it's all the more important that we realize we have to make them the highest quality thoughts that we can. We have to make them the purest thoughts. And I don't mean pure in the sense of morality and things like that. I mean pure in the sense of making them the absolute best that we can. In other words, why would you think you're going to have a mediocre day or even a bad day when you could just as easily think you're going to have a great day, a fantastic day, the best day of your life? Why would you think otherwise? Would you cross the street assuming you're going to get hit by a car? I would hope not, because I do believe that we bring about things with our thoughts as well. That's for another podcast. But I believe that what we focus on, we put energy on, and what we put energy on generally comes to fruition. And our brain doesn't care whether it's good stuff or bad stuff. You could dwell on evil all day long and bring about evil just as much as you can dwell on good and bring about good. So just be cognizant and cautious of the thoughts that cross your mind, and try to catch yourself. After a while, it'll become second nature to catch yourself and realize what you're thinking. And the way we feel is a good indicator of what the quality of our thoughts are. In other words, if you're thinking good, positive things all day long, you're generally not going to be upset or frowning at work, right? And if you're thinking of horrible things, you're thinking of death, disease, and destruction, chances are you're not ending up with a smile on your face at the end of the day. So just be cognizant, be cautious, and realize that everything comes about from our thoughts. Every creation was a thought first. So what are you thinking today? What are you creating today? I'm Spencer Hughes with Hughes from the Heart, the Lite edition, here for you to enjoy and hopefully for you to be inspired to join the full version at patreon.com/Spencer Hughes. I'll check in with you again real soon. Thanks a lot. Please share this. Spread the word. This is the free version for you to share with everybody you possibly can. And hopefully you'll find some levity today, some inspiration from it today, some motivation from it today. And that's all I try to do with my podcast, the light version or the full, is to bring smiles and hope and inspiration to as many people as I can. Thanks a lot for your support. We'll see you over at patreon.com/Spencer Hughes.